Hello and welcome to another special video review. And tonight we've got something really interesting. I've been waiting for this for a whole long time, and I gotta say I am really surprised by it. As you can see, the box is quite representative of the figure, and the figure in itself needs no introduction, so yeah, unless you just read the title of the video. This is the KO Beast War Megatron Masterpiece. I think it's MP-43, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is Beast War MP Megatron KO, and this is the box that it came with. Well, it actually came in a brown box, which was utterly destroyed by the I guess is the courier. And this inside of the brown box is only a white box, all beaten up, and I was really worried about the figure itself inside, but luckily nothing is broken. Everything is perfect except for the box. The box received quite a beating, but yeah, and it's really minimal. I mean, I don't know if they wanted to save on postage or on printing and whatever, but yeah, just plain white box. There's not even instructions in the box, and inside of the box everything is so packed in, it just overlaps, and just some parts were loose in the box, and they really wanted to save as much as possible on the box. I think the company, I don't even know what company made it, it's just KO. So here's the box. Like I said, nothing in it. Opening it that way, you have a bubble, nothing in. Like I said, there's not even instructions. And here we have the figure. As you can see, there's parts, like especially the part for the stand is loose in it. Both head are just standing above the shoulder, so if you remove the figure, you knock this, and the head out plus the stand. So yeah, they really save a lot on the packaging. So let's open this up. So let's start with the accessories. So we have extra heads. So we have the laughing head and the mad head, I guess. And they are pretty good. Nice quality and everything. We have light piping because there is a light up gimmick. So we have the laughing, yes, and the face. Faces are really good. Right now, the current head is the stoic, just I don't know, bad mood maybe. What else? We have panels because we have some assembly to do. So these are the back panel. So yeah, pretty much it. So we'll come back to this afterward. We have the thigh cannons. So yeah, thigh guards, thigh cannon. Again, we'll come back to this afterward. We have the stand. Now this is for a flight stand. You peg in the stand in here. We only have like adapters for a stand, but I don't have any flight stand. So yeah, you just usually plug the flight stand in here. This plugs in the butt. We'll come back to this with robot mode. Again, same thing for this. This is more for just holding the figure up. So we have again the plug for the stand and goes on the butt. Come back to this. We have the figure itself right here, and like I said, I am pleasantly surprised. This is an amazing figure. The quality is superb. So we'll just come back to this forward. We have another adapter for the stand. This is for the dinosaur mode. So we'll come back to this afterward. We have his toothbrush. So for that one episode where he's sitting on his throne and brushing the teeth of his T-Rex head, which is what was a really cute and funny scene, I gotta admit. They supply us the toothbrush. We have his big cannon. This I never understood. Even in the show, when I was watching the show, I never understood why he had this gun. Now this is from that one episode. I think it was when Megatron and the Decepticon went hunting for Homo sapiens, like the cavemans. They went hunting for cavemans, and this was his hunting rifle. I mean, it's good looking. It's super good representation. It's really awesome. But the thing is, I never understood is he had the tail, which was a weapon, and he has his dinosaur head, which was a weapon. Now, why would he need a hunting rifle also, you know? So this made no sense to me. It's still very good. You have really nice paint details everywhere. You have the bone stock right here, and this, whoops, the sniper scope. You do have some scope lance on it. Some nice detail on the side with scales and black lines. I mean, it looks really good. But like I said, even in the show, I didn't understand the use of this. Like, he's already a killing machine, so why bother? Let's put this aside. We have his tail. So this is the dino tail. You can wiggle the tail. We'll come back to this later when we'll assemble everything. And finally, for detail, we have this blaster that goes inside of his mouth, dinosaur mouth. Now, which is interesting about this is that it's actually different from the official one. The official one is just a translucent piece. You plug it in, and that's it. While this one has a light gimmick. So you just press here, and you have a light gimmick, which I really like. It's a really nice gimmick. Now, the big problem with this is, well, not a problem, is that this lights up, which is really nice. It's a bonus that the original didn't have. The thing is, I've been looking everywhere for my batteries, my small batteries, but I don't have any because he needs battery in the head, 2 LR44 batteries in the head, and 2 LR44's battery in the dinosaur head to light up also. The head also has a gimmick where you press on the head and he talks. But I don't have any batteries, and I can't find any. I know I have somewhere, but I just can't find them, and I'm really mad at this. But yeah, really cool gimmick. You can, let's throw this aside because we don't need it anymore. But if we come to the figure right here, bring it here, you have the dinosaur head. If you open it up, you can see there's the mouth, and you can plug this in. And as you plug it in, it already turn on. So you just press on it, it turns off, turn back on. So that's really, really freaking cool. So that's one cool accessories. This is the only way, the only thing that is added to me that I've noticed that is way different. This one, I like stuff from the original one. The original one doesn't have this. Cool, but all right. So the figure itself is an amazing figure. Like I said, the quality, the build, the plastic, everything is just really nice. I've got one maybe detail on waist that it's a nitpick, but we'll come back to this later. First off, when you bring the figure out of the box, you want to open up the heels because these are closed up. I mean, you can see he can already stand, but this will give him extra standing. Also, if you want to see for the stands, you need to just peg these in, just move the legs a bit like this, and you can just slide this in like this, and this is the stand for the robot mode. You can pull this out like this. Now you have the stand for flight mode. This goes on the side, and this pegs in the same way, except for these two tabs will go inside it right here on each side, and these will secure it if you want to have like for a flight mode for some reason. So it's cool, it's much secure, and it works. As for Dino mode, we can just put this in, and this will just slide in like this. And again, if you push it all the way in like this, for dinosaur mode, this goes in like this. This is actually sort of the crotch of the dino. So yeah, so we have the 3 stand done. So again, for the robot mode, once you have it out of the package, let's put him standing up. You want to come to the thigh panels. So we want to open this up, flip this all the way around, close this in, and there's a tab right here that will tab inside here. So clip it in, and this using the tab going down will peg on the side of the leg right here, and you have 2 tabs. So you just peg it in, and the upper tab will tab with this part right here. There's a tiny tab right here. While in Dino mode, it goes on the other side like this, and this tab will tab on the lower one. So higher one for robot, the lower one for Dino. So just pick it in like this and bring it in, and it tabs in perfectly. So we have one, same thing on the other side. Bring it out, flip the cannon out, make sure this tabs in like this. Take it in and tab it in. Voila. So we have both tabs on the tie. Next up, you want, let's go with the back panels. Now, back panels, you need to flip this open, and this part right here, turn the figure around, will slide in here on these rails. So make sure the scales are facing you, and you need to slide them in here like this. And then you can close this back in. So you have scales facing you. I'll do the other side. Scales are facing us. Bring it open like this. Slide it in. Voila. And now you can bring this together. Now this part, you need to leave it open for the robot mode. Now one part is that this is really loose on mine. That's pretty much one of the only nitpick I have for this. And the only other nitpick is the waist. Like this is okay, but you can see this opens up like this, and you need to slide it in, and this tabs in, and now it doesn't open anymore, but it's kind of loose to my taste. And the waist does unpeg itself. But yeah, right, next we have the tail. Now the tail, you need to open this up like this, bring this open and flip this all the way in. This goes like this, and now you take this tab. You can see there's a nudge right here that will clip in like this. So now it's clipped in, and this part right here will slide it inside of the arm right here. So you need to take this in and kind of slide it in like this. Now you can, if you want, move it as you wish. So you can just open this up, close this in if you want. I like to have the figure like this, so you have the hand still available. And voila. So now we have Megatron all ready in robot mode, and he is really awesome. Like I said, the quality and everything is just so amazing. And I don't own the original. I was waiting for this one in particular, but this one is really nice. And my only basis I have from basing that this is a good figure is the Dinobot Mode knockoff, which I have right here. And the knockoff, this is the no name, the no brand one, and it's a mess. It's falling apart just by looking at it. This is the knockoff, so the joints and everything are just falling apart. Not much is still holding, and I really don't want to transform him anymore in Dinobot mode, because each time I transform him, I'm so afraid of breaking it, one, and second, nothing tabs in anymore. It's just falling apart. So this is the no brand Dinobot mode. I don't really regret it, because still I paid a fraction of the original price. In robot mode, still looks awesome, but it's just falling apart. But this one, I cannot see how he could fall apart. Everything is so good. Like every joint, maybe the waist is a little bit loose to my taste, but everything feels super solid. Even the plastic, the joints, everything is just so amazing in it. Yeah, maybe we could do another comparison. I got Black Arachnia right here. So she is rather small, but this is the original masterpiece, Black Arachnia. No KO. I don't even know if there's any KO out of her yet. But yeah, this is the original one. So you can see quite a big size comparison. Yep. Oh, just knocked her out. So yeah, cool Beast Wars family. Now I don't own the Ape Optimus Optimal. It's on my list, nor G-Tour, but yeah, I was a Decepticon lover, so yeah. So we have nice comparison. The size is pretty good. Maybe Dinobot is a little bit too big for Megatron. I think it was smaller in the series. I'll have to watch the series again, but then again, like I said, the figure itself is really amazing. Now, like I showed earlier, the head. Now I have the toy head. The head is only ball joint, so it can move side to side, can tilt a little bit like this, can rotate up, down. The down has a extra joint, so you can just lift the head like this. Yeah, we can replace the head by sliding the face up. So you have all three heads right here. So you have the stoic, angry, and yes. I love the yes face. So you can just slide it down. You have a screw, I think it's that one. You need to remove and place the batteries. They are LR44 batteries, which I don't have because I just couldn't find. I know I have, but I just couldn't find them. So you just slide this in, and voila. Now you have this yes figure face. And the button is right here in the back of the head. Just press it. Like I said, I don't have any batteries, unfortunately. I can find them. As for the arms, you can lift the arm up like this, down, and it's really tight. I know the original one doesn't hold his cannon, or this one is really freaking tight. Doesn't go, so really tight. Same thing on the other side. I know the original one can't even hold the head up. This one, he can. You need to give big slap for him, but yeah, doesn't go down. So really impressed by this. The only thing loose on mine is this jaw. You can close it, but if you try to put it open a little bit, like it sort of clips in like this and clips in here and like this. But if you try to put it on like half, it won't hold that much. But really impressed by the joints, which are really tight. Like I said, the waist here keeps opening up, and that's my only gripe, because you have to put it down and push the front of the chest, the abs in, and now it holds. But you have crunch going forward, which are ratchetty. We do have rotation at the elbow. We do have, again, rotation at the arm. Not much, but it's there. If you move this, you have rotation at the upper arm. This, like this. You have a elbow bend. So, yeah, let's move this. You have rotation at the joint. So, sort of at the ball joint. Sort of. We do have rotation at the wrist, and the fingers do have. The index is independent from the two other fingers, which have only two joints, and the thumb is also independent. So we have two joints for the pen, the thumb, this, the index finger, and the other two. So kind of cool. Close this, close this. Let's put the tail back on. Yeah. Okay, let's just pull this out. Oop. Don't fall, don't fall. Said don't fall. Alright. The joint is super tight, wow. Do I have my tool? No, wait, yeah. Just pull this out a little bit, because it's really freaking tight. Oops. Alright, like this. So this goes out. This plugs in. Voila. Oop, just like that. Alright, so like this. As for the tail, not much. We have this flap right here, opens and closes. On the other arm, since it's a different head, we do have the same joint. The elbow does bend 90 degrees. In and out. We do have a rotation like this. Do have a swivel at the head, and the jaw can open up. The eyes can move. They're sort of just a ball, so you can rotate the ball as you want. Same thing on the other one. And you also have the tongue that can just swivel open like this. So this is for more for Dinobot mode and T-Rex mode, but the tongue can pull out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We've noticed the thighs, so the legs can bend like this, and it's really heavy joints. So like this can go out, but it's sort of hindered by the side panels, but you can remove them, so it's not a big deal. We don't have swivel at the upper thigh, but we do have swivel at the knee. The knee bends a little bit more than 90 degrees, which is cool about the knees, is this joint. So if you bend it, this can go in and gives it more angled. So, and as you can hear, it's really ratchety. We have a leg bend right here. This is for Dino mode. We do have a swivel at the foot, and each dino toes is independent. We do have the heels right here that can go in for Dino mode, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's open this up. Like I said, this panel is really loose on mine. It's pretty much the only loose thing on my figure. All right. We can go for transformation right now. So, transformation. So, where to start? I guess we can do maybe this. So, rotate the legs around like this. Open up the panels right here. Flip this open and close the laser like this. And close the panel back in. So, rotate the laser. Wait, open this up. Rotate the laser. Open up this panel right here. We do have a couple of stress marks on these panels. It's not a big deal, but just mindful of this. All right, tail. Flip this up. Rotate the arm around like this, and you need to close this in. Close it, and make sure this tabs in. And the other one also. Now these tabs does like to pop out. It doesn't go in perfectly. Maybe it's my arm that is wrongly positioned, but yeah, we'll come back to this. All right, head, the dino head. You need to flip this down and just rotate this up. You can see there's sort of the real joint going up like this, like this. That's pretty much all you have to do for this. Can come to the back, close the crotch piece like this. Let's leave this for the last. Close the legs. All right, torso. You want to take on the waist, pull it forward, and bring it down like this. Not down on the ab crunch, but down on that new joint. Take the head. Rotate it around and close it in. Sort of a locks in here, so just close it in like this. Also, when you transform it back into Dinobot mode, you can see when you lift the head, only the head moves up and not the collar. So you need to flip the collar up, clip it in, and then you can bring the head down like this. But yeah, so make sure you bring both of these, bring it down like this. All right, flip this piece up and unfold it completely, and now you want to rotate the whole thing up like this, and you want to push it in like this. There's sort of a grooves, kind of hard to see, that will slide in, so you want to slide it in, and you want to slide it in completely until it's collapsed on the waist right here, completely like this. Next up, you want to bring the legs forward as much as you can for now. And then you want to unfold these. And these will unfold, but it's almost, how can I say it? It almost goes in naturally, you know? Not that it will tab in naturally, but it just unfolds naturally. So you just flip this open. As you open this up, you can see this goes in like this, so you can tab everything in. As you open this up like this will open this up like this, and you can see that everything just goes in naturally. So let's do the other side. So flip this up like this, make sure it goes over like this, and this will open up like this. So this will go in here, this will open up like this. So as you can see, pretty much everything just went in naturally, but nothing will go in naturally, I can assure you. Come to the legs, bend them completely as you can, as much as you can, like this. Then you unpeg this and bring these panels right here that they go over the knees, well, under the knees, and then you can tab it in, and like this, it just tabs and clips in. So yeah, just open this up, unpeg, rotate, make it go under the knee like this, and tab it in. It's not tabbed in perfectly, but yeah, now it is. So this goes like this, and bring the legs one click up again. So like this. It's really hard, but there you go. Now comes the real hard part. Oh wait, come to the waist. You can see inside right here, there's a peg here and here. These will peg in the abs on the side and under the arm right here. So you need to bring this up, and it pegs in pretty naturally, like this. So you need to bring the legs up again, one click, and this just likes to untab, so bring it all the way in again. I can't see anything, but is it in? I can't see. Alright, I think it's in. Yeah, it was in. Alright, so it's in. Alright, now we can start the nightmare. Now all of these will not want to go in naturally. Like, you just have to peg it in. So these go in like this. This neck will have to peg in on both sides. So right here goes in, but it won't hold too much. There's absolutely no way to peg everything in perfectly, and just dab it off again. So this panel clips in here like this. This will need to come back down like this. These needs here, just unpegged itself. Like I said, this is the nightmare. Like, even the original one didn't peg in perfectly, so this goes in like this. Yeah, just unpegged itself again. Come back here, peg this in. The legs needs to, this thing just doesn't want to peg in. Legs needs to go like this. Right on top right here we have sort of a clip right here that will clip on this joint right here, on this tab right here. So you need to try and align these and push it in. All right, I got this one. These two needs to come in. It's really hard, and this just unpegged itself. Like I said, this is Nightmare Village. I'm probably just gonna try and tab everything off screen, but yeah, like this. This goes in, this goes in. Alright, doesn't want to tab it in. This will hold a little bit. This just unpegged itself again. This goes in like this. This tab needs to be under and clip here, and this, like I said, everything just untapped itself. This is nightmare for anyone attempting this. Basically, he's all transformed. You just have to clip everything in. So yeah, I've got this one. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do this off screen and come back all cleaned up, but essentially he's all complete. So you come right here, and yeah, this just unpegged itself again. Yeah, like I said, it's a nightmare panel. It's almost done. Maybe I can do it. Nope. When you tab one, everything else just on tab. Like you got 40 other ones all on tabs itself. But it's close. It's close now. Maybe I can do it. Oh, it's looking good. This one doesn't want to tab in perfectly, but seriously, this is pretty good. I mean, this one right here. What does the other side looks like? Pretty much the same. Oh, this tab needs to go under. So yeah, that's pretty much the best I can do. You really? I'm gonna stop right here and be like that. Like I said, it's nightmare for all the panels. Robot mode looks amazing. The Dino mode looks pretty good too. But the panels on this is nightmare to transform. Well, just to make it tab in and whole. As soon as you play with it, everything will come undone, and that's really taking me off. But yeah, the Dinobot mode is superb. You have the head that rotates like this. It can swivel side to side like this. You have the mouth open and close. The eyes are pretty good. You can rotate them. If you have like this, maybe I got a little tool right here. You can poke it in the side of his eye, and you can move it around. So that's pretty damn cool. You have the tongue that moves up, so that's good. You have the tiny Dinobot hand, so it's on a ball joint, so swivel and swivel like this. You have also a swivel on side to side. The legs can bend at the knees, so sort of like this. The foot remains the same, and the tail can move side to side right here like this. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Dinobot mode. Well, the T-Rex mode. And like I said, it's an amazing figure, and you have to move it a little bit to make it whole, but it's a really good dino mode. Yeah, just a transformation that is just such a pain to make everything fit in perfectly in Dinobot, in dino mode. But yeah, for the price, it's just amazing. This is like $80 US compared to the what, like $300 for the official one. And this one has tighter joints and even a lighter gimmick that the other one doesn't have. This is amazing, and I highly recommend it. It doesn't have a lot of flaws. I have a tiny flaws I forgot to mention. Well, I just figured I found it during transformation, but the tail has a little bit problem tabbing in. It still holds on the arm, but it's sort of four joints like this, and you have to slide the tail in. One of the peg right here is broken. It still tabs because of this one. It still holds, but this tab sort of broke. So yeah, it still holds pretty good, but it's looser than usual. Maybe I'll try to put some product on it, some of my Kiki loose joint. Just try and see if thickening up will help slide the arm tighter. But otherwise, this is an amazing, astonishing figure for the price. It's just amazing. Again, like I said, the panels are super hard to tab, but the original also had that same flaw. So be wary of this. But then again, it's in robot mode that we will mostly pose our figure. And yeah, it's amazing. Like I said, I don't want to transform Dinobot in robot mode, in Dino mode, because it's a nightmare also, and everything just falls apart, and it's but this right here is just real good. Do I have another dino that I can show off? I think I do somewhere. Yeah, I can see it in my collection. Hold up, I'm gonna just pull that one out. So this is my deluxe generation Megatron, and yeah, small difference. Still a really cool figure I really love to have. And yeah, now I have both. So we have the little baby and the daddy Dino. Yeah, it's a deluxe figure, so yeah. Otherwise, like I said, I don't want to transform Dinobot because he's a pain in the ass. But yeah, and Black Arachnia wouldn't be really useful in torrential mode to show off the size, so I just don't want to bother with this. But then again, I don't have MP Optimal Prime in ape mode because I really would have really done the comparison would have been cool. He's on my list to buy one day if I find him cheap. But yeah, really cool Megatron Beast Wars. Like I said, pain in the ass with the panel, but everything else is so perfect, and I am in love with the figure. The quality is amazing. The joints are tight and solid. Really cool figure for a fraction of the price of the original one. Amazing job. Whoever company made this, amazing. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say, so go and buy it. It's a really high recommend for me, especially for the price point. The difference between the original one and this one, it's just a no-brainer. This one is top notch. It fixes the joints that the original had problem with. It adds the light up gimmick effect for the laser, which is not a really big thing, but everything is just so good of the figure. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I thank you for watching and just being there for the whole video, because I'm pretty sure it was a long one. So thank you, and see you next time.